those who are new to this channel, this is Lad Racing. I'm Clint. Some call me the Big Fuzzy. This here's the old leafer. As you can see, stripped down for the winter time. Still got more work to do. We're going to get started here pretty soon with this. Just want to take a moment this week. Past week was Veterans Day on Wednesday, I believe it was. I didn't make a video that day, but I want to take a moment and thank our troops. Really, you thank all our troops, our law enforcement and first responders and all that type of stuff. Appreciate it. We couldn't do what we do with this old beater here, or go to church or anything like that if it wasn't for you guys. But like I said, I just want to say thank you for your services. All right, guys, the game plan for today is we are going to take all them tires there. You'd think the tire fairy showed up and dropped a bunch of them off, but we are going to take all them tires and try to get them here in a chicken coop. We don't have chickens no more, so we got an extra storage area, and as you guys can tell, my shop is full, so it's kind of what we're doing. But we're going to try to clean some of this fence out of the way so that we can use Big Red to load them up in and bring them over here and make it a little easier. But we are up against some rain coming in, so we'll be with you. All right, for those that don't know, these are asphalt takeoffs, 10-inch wide tires. We need to get them put up before it rains too much more, because we don't want to deal with a bunch of water in them, and it's kind of hard on them to be outside anyway. But they're just regular slick tires. I got a groover that I use. I actually bought it for Snowball and Mac to kind of get a little extra life out of the tires. But that's kind of a scoop on those that aren't familiar with them. We got to groove them out to get the tread on them that we want. I know down in Texas there are places that don't allow grooving whatsoever, so they got to run straight slicks on dirt, which they say they don't work too bad, because I've seen pictures and videos and them guys flat out move down there. So what we got going on here, I put the forks on old Big Red there, and we're taking these tires and we're going to take them up there to chicken coop. Some of them got a little bit of water in them. CJ's over there. He helped unload them when they brought them here, and we're kind of looking through, see if there's different sizes, different types, getting the water out of them. It's kind of a chore in itself, but that's what we got going right now. CJ's. Sucks when they get water in them, but we'll make it work. Yes, that's on purpose. Well, the rain kind of beat us to getting done. It came in pretty hard when it first started, and it's still going pretty steady. What we've been doing, or I have, is going through wheels and tires. I got a stack of 8s I'm going to keep over there. Obviously, I'm going to keep the ones that are on the car, because that's what I run. And I got a, get in here, big stack of tires. We got some 27s back there, 26s are up here. Then we got a couple, there's my belly. We got some bead locks up here. I'm gonna probably sell them. I haven't quite figured out a price yet. So those are going up for sale. I'll have them up on my Facebook page here in a couple hours. Well, probably before I ever had this video out. But we do have a couple of these asphalt tires up on the top rack. So far, I ain't finding any 26.5s, but I'm still learning about these things a lot. I know you can do a lot with the same size tire itself and just do different things with stagger, which is another story with these tires. I don't have no wheels to mount them on, and to figure out my stagger from there. Kind of feel sorry for the deer hunters today. It's opening day for Missouri, and it's raining. My deer blind is up there in the woods, somewhere up in there. But I can see it from here. It's a little harder to see it through the phone. But I just decided, usually if I decide I want to go deer hunting, something breaks on snowball or something happens, and I get to spend about 10 minutes in the woods and maybe an hour or two, but on a total for the whole deer season, so I ain't even wasting my money buying a tag. Especially being in Missouri, raised the landowner's acreage up. You gotta have 25 acres, I think now, continuous acres, so that kicks me out. So that's what we got going. We're just kind of piddling around. I might go inside and hunt some food down here in a second. But like I said, if you see this video and you're interested in some tires, there's some A40s. I think there's an H40 up there, some M30s. I got an M60, but the majority of them are M30s that I've ran either on this car, on the old Leafer here, or the modified. But a lot of them got decent tread. They're just older tires. They don't have a little more dried out than some of the high dollar ones. But if a guy wanted to get started, it'd be a good set of tires to start with. And like I said, we're going to keep these old tires for, in case we decide to go to Peevely or something like that, someplace that allows us to run these tires. So we're going to go find something else to do. Well, me and CJ have got, I think it's close to 60 tires. And we got a handful in here, as you guys can see. And then we took the rest up to the chicken coop. CJ was a big help with it. We barely beat the rain. It started raining as we was putting the last of them up, so we guess we're gonna have to move all these tires out of the way because we can't move around on this side. But we gotta figure out. I do have a small handful of tires that I'm keeping for spares, putting on top of what's already on the car. Got them over there, so what we're probably gonna do is take all them tires and stack them over here. All this tire work makes me tired. But that's about what we got going on right now, so trying to stay out of trouble and try to stay busy. It's raining out, can't do nothing much outside. We got an opening in our chicken coop up there, so we can get the tractor in and out there, but my wife is wanting to keep there's cattle panels up there and some hog panels she's wanting to keep and intact, or else I just bulldoze all that down with tractor. But I guess if it ever dries up, we might go up there and start clearing that out, knock a bunch of that down, clear that up, get started on the old Leafer. We need to get the engine out and probably make some room over here, because I think we're going to do the engine work ourselves under the guidance of Danny Mosier. This side over here is not very good to work in on that, and I got heat over here. And I think the next project might be going up and get some firewood. CJ
needs to dry out first.
Yeah, CJ says it needs to dry out. So we gotta get some of this mess cleaned up and gone through and figure out what we're gonna do with what.
Get rid of napkins and bakers.
We gotta move some of these panels out, and like I said, we got a little bit of work to do. We're just trying to get things done. We haven't heard much on whether or not we're a go on the Power Eye series for sure or not, but our rules already allows either the 8-inch modified takeoffs or they don't have to be takeoffs, they can be brand new 8-inch tires, or the asphalt takeoffs. The old Leafer was always ran on 10-inch tires before I got it. I chose to stick with the 8s because that's what I had on the modified and had plenty of. But we're going to go work our way back to the 10s with or without the Power Eye rules and see if we can't get a little more bite going out of the corners. A lot of guys don't like grooving tires. I kind of think it's fun to experiment with them. Honestly, my groover's somewhere over here in this mess right there. But it's going to be kind of a learning experience doing these. Like I said, I've never messed with these tires, but I like to groove them and see what we can get more out of, what works, what don't work. So, all right, well, not every shop comes with a waterfall, but mine do.
Which one's brake?
We've discussed this before, we don't need brakes.
That one? Or that one? That's the throttle back there.
Yeah, which one would be brake?
That one? The one with the grip?
Yeah.
Is it working with the front brake?
You should.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't turn the wheel. Now it's turning. And it stopped. Remember, kids, the heads off the pop rivets can be reused as washers. I don't think we should be taking on water from there. I think we're sinking, Captain. We're sinking. The boat's going down. We're sinking.
What?
The boat's sinking. We're going down. Got the rear section of the decking off. The game plan is when we put everything back together, we're going to, at least my plan is to try to make this a 3-piece setup with a center flap. So if I need to get in to either take lead off or move lead or do something with the fuel cell or put fuel in, it's a whole lot easier to do. The other one just had a little bitty little hole. Well, I would say probably a 4x4 hole to try to do anything with, and had to get a funnel to put down into the tank, and it's just kind of a pain. Some guys make a piece where they take PVC pipe and they kind of pipe it in where you can come in from here and it kind of bends down and goes down into the fuel cell. But the lighter I can pack getting to the track, the better off I am. I'd rather if anything, take my funnel, pull the lid off the fuel cell or the fuel cell and off the fuel jug and just dump it straight in instead of having to fight with opening that stupid thing up. But the way my modified was set up, I had 2 pins back here on the T-bar, and I just pulled those pins, and I had a big center section that just went up over the fuel cell, and it made it a lot easier to get into work on things if I needed to. So that's kind of the game plan. We're going to try to go a 3-piece setup. Might possibly do 4, but make it a little bit easier where, on these outside edges, bring them over to the roll bar and make them flush, and then put the inside piece where it kind of goes up to the bar. This setup's a little different than what the old one was, but when we redid it all, we made it real flimsy because one was in a hurry to try to get to the track, and 2, I didn't feel like rebuilding a whole new rear deck panel, so We just kind of cut the holes out good enough to get the cage in there. So that's where we're at on this. Probably about all I'm going to get done with it raining. I'm not going to open the door up and fight with trying to get the engine out standing outside in the rain. So we'll hit you guys up later. I guess that's about all we can do for now. So, is there anything you want to say, CJ? No, he ain't got nothing. So, we're going to close it out. Hadn't done a song in a few days. So, I figured we could do the Redneck Anthem. So, I'm going to put a link below to the song. Most people will know it. What song do you think that'd be, CJ? What do you think would be the Redneck Anthem? We listen to it a lot. Yeah. He's being shy. How about Freebird?
I know that one.
He knows that one. Who sings it?
Skinner.
There you go. We're going to do Freebird in the link below. We're going to do a live version. And that's that. So, God bless you guys. Stay safe.